Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Seth the Programmer. Today we're checking out how strong is Black Frieza. Now he's pretty freaking strong. He just knocked Vegeta and Goku out with one punch out of, like, what, Master's Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego? Just out of nowhere. So, I can't wait to see how Seth scales this. It's ridiculous. Here we go. Hell yes. Oh mate, that was just that was like, what the bloody hell's going on? Oh, you're just blasting all these, like, what?
Because Piccolo told him to waste some time on killing humans to buy Gotenks moments to repair.
How are you wish them back?
Coming to Earth to try and recruit his brother to his gang and willing to kill him and everyone he loves if he doesn't. Moro killing every Namekian warrior.
Oh mate, just went all over the place, didn't he?
Without even ever seeing what he looked like. Broly walking through the main character's strongest attack, or how Goku Black laughed
Goku Black, yeah, killing Chi-Chi and that, yeah, what?
Just to get the hands from him. Frieza is no exception, with him killing Vegeta while he gave a sad speech about how Frieza killed him.
That was epic, I never forget that moment.
Coming back from losing to Goku as Mecha Frieza to immediately throw hands again, only to come back from hell and train with the sole purpose of slapping around Goku
and
again.
He was on par with Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Hell, literally imagining killing Goku from the grave so much, it actually made him stronger.
That's
it's safe
insane.
to say that most Dragon Ball villains make even psychos like Naruto, Zabuza, One Piece's Doflamingo, or even Bleach's eyes and look pretty sane. But what Frieza did in this last chapter of Super is honestly a different tier altogether.
It's sick.
Frieza came into Granola and Gas's arc, one-shot every single person
just
in it,
knocked them all down.
All the main villains in one attack.
Yeah, just they're
One-shot
gone.
Goku and Vegeta that just spent a whole arc getting powers that surpass what made every god of destruction and lords of their universes stand up.
Oh mate, where is he at now?
Then laughed at them about it. Then took two of the main villain's henchmen as his personal butlers, and then left after making someone else's arc his. This is the equivalent of Aizen coming back in Bleach, and instead of helping Ichigo defeat Yuha, he just one-shot him, then one-shot Ichigo, and then just got back into his chair.
Yeah, just like,
Black
I'm good.
embodies a whole different level of hatred
It's
and
absolutely
that
epic.
many characters could only ever dream of having. So in this video, I wanted to go over the Emperor of Hate himself, Black Frieza, and just how strong he got from training for 10 years straight to whoop Goku's ass. So obviously, this
I mean, you trained for like, what, 6 to get to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan?
Rather than a factual one. But you guys usually like these types, so I thought I'd have fun with it. We will learn Frieza's true limits and place on the pecking order more in the future, blah blah blah. But for now, it's safe to say we probably won't know for a very long time, so let's go over it just for the fun of it. For those that used to scale Dragon Ball back in the day, you heard that right. The current Frieza straight up jumped in a hyperbolic time chamber on some betrayed and trapped in a time chamber type video energy, and basically got a GT time skip of just straight hardcore training as Frieza. Frieza is the guy who went from being weaker than Super Saiyan 1 Goku 1 Namek to being stronger than Goku with 17 years of training, Super Saiyan 2
in
3 Super Saiyan
6 months.
God that almost blasted apart reality, then that Super Saiyan God form stacking Super Saiyan literally on top of it after training with a God of Destruction and an Angel in just 4 months.
Oh, 4 months, right. Yeah, so that's how much potential Frieza has. He knows it now. It's like, if I actually put the effort in,
even before this
he is mental.
Sort of have to account for Frieza's further increases from Revival of F that didn't involve this. Examples being Frieza after dying and imagining beating Goku in the afterlife with image training actually is his equal as a Super Saiyan Blue, even though Goku had just gone through all of the Universe 6 arc and Goku Black arc and years of training in his own time chamber before Universe 6, where he obviously got many powers. The most notable increase Goku got from those arcs that is pretty objective is that Goku went from fighting and arguably losing the hit with Kaioken times 10.
There's just no way. If Frieza continues to train like he's doing, and they do, he's always going to be above them, surely.
Showing that he got over 10 times stronger from the Goku Black arc alone. This is of course ignoring the potential fusion level increase he got from breaking his limits versus Fuse Zamasu. I went over this argument in my How Strong is Goku video, but basically Goku...
I still need to check it out because it's like 6 hours long now. I'm going to do that at some point. I reckon December.
Pretty short succession. Many people people have different excuses or reasonings for this, but if you accept this, then Frieza pretty much got a fusion level increase of his own by the time he's revived for the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum, he is at least over 10 times stronger than Revival of F, just by image training and not being able to move.
Yo.
That alone should also speak to his potential that many people don't really seem to notice or account for. However, this potential is actually...
Like, the guy's not even doing anything physical to, like, get stronger.
He probably gets even more powerful. During the Tournament of Power, Frieza is considered either second to Goku or around Goku's level, who by this point can use Kaioken times 20.
Yo.
Some argue about whether the guide that actually compares them is just referring to Blue Goku rather than Kaioken.
With Kaioken stacked, right.
By the end of the Tournament of Power, Goku and Vegeta surpassed Kefla in their second battle with Jiren, fighting a power stronger than they've ever felt before, as stated by Vegeta Blue when he first faces Jiren, actually. Stronger than probably even Fuse Zamasu, Blue Vegito potentially, and Ultra Instinct Omen's second release.
Yo.
Then Vegeta, after thinking he took down or hurt a fighter on this level with his final flash, then gains Blue Evolution, which is sort of like his version of Kaioken.
Yeah, it's like pretty much on par, isn't it?
Frieza too takes blows from Toppo, albeit he can't kill him. And Frieza eventually even fights alongside Android 17 and Goku against a fatigued Jiren and win the Tournament of Power.
So epic.
If you think Android 17 doesn't get weaker no matter what due to infinite stamina or blah blah blah, he was able to take blows meant for Kaioken times 20 Goku and Evolution Vegeta. It could easily imply Frieza got to at least near this level as well, or perhaps even surpassed it by the end of the Tournament of Power. This is of course being charitable, and if this is true, Frieza easily grows hundreds to thousands of times stronger than he already was in just 48 minutes of harsh fights.
It makes sense. If he trains for fucking 4 months and he's on par with Goku and Vegeta where they were at.
And in this movie, Goku and Vegeta basically get manhandled by Super Saiyan Broly in a 2v1. And even combining their attacks can't do anything to him. In fact, they are so gapped in power, they don't even bother going Kaioken times 20 or Evolution respectively, and just run away to Fuse. And even then, they're so tired, they basically just both pass out by biting Broly.
And they don't return until they can actually do it, because they know that's the only way.
Both combine an attack and then one-shot Broly or something. Implying Broly is probably in a caliber or a tier of over 40 times stronger than Goku and Vegeta in their blue states, which is actually proven soon as well in that movie. The reason this is important is, of course, Broly fights Frieza when Goku and Vegeta run away, and they attempt to fuse and actually fail at fusing twice. Since each failure will last 30 minutes, that means Frieza fought this possible 40 times post-Tournament of Power Blue Goku for an hour straight. Yeah, he sat there and got beat up by a guy that scared Goku and Vegeta at the same time.
Wasn't dead, didn't die.
Tournament of Power and then some. This is why I don't find it hard to believe Frieza got stronger during the Tournament of Power.
Definitely,
Not only this, but Frieza and Broly probably also grew stronger in that hour they fought each other until Gogeta finally arrives and then takes out Broly for good. Frieza sees Gogeta Blue and this full power Broly and decides he is no match for Gogeta and just decides to leave respectively.
Yeah, it's like, right, okay, I need to keep freaking training.
Moro arc and Granola arcs respectively. During the Moro arc, Goku gets a hang of Mastered Ultra Instinct by training with an apprentice angel named Demiris and gets the hang of making a further powered up form called the True Ultra Instinct against Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the universe, making him stronger than Goku was before this.
Which is weird, because like, how's the wish affect Frieza? But
wished to be the strongest in the universe while before.
Did he just not power up until after the wish?
Frieza then comes in and one-shots True Ultra Instinct Goku, which could bully Broly and even Ultra Instinct Goku from before. Ultra Ego Vegeta and one-shots Gas and turns him into a skeleton on some Dr. Doom versus Thanos. Knocks Goku by de-transforming to remind him of Namek, and then just leaves after saying he trained for 10 years straight. So, what does 10 years
how though?
mean?
How?
Can we make a calculation or implication of Frieza's maximum power? Somewhat. There's 3 ways to go about this. You can say, 1, say that it is sort of a multiplicative thing, taking Frieza and Revival of Frieza and dividing it by Namek Frieza's power. Or 2, a linear additional thing, and you simply add a golden Frieza worth of power every 4 months, or 3, make a lore narrative implication. The multiplication way is pretty absurd, going from busting up some big
How has he been
stars to busting
training?
up dozens of macrocosms over with punches. The number would be utterly insane every 4 months, and would put Frieza in something Goku and Vegeta probably wouldn't even dream of hitting even if they fused. At that point, I'd be surprised if even Whis would swap hands with Frieza given those types of numbers.
Yeah, mate.
But when Resurrection F first came out and was on websites, It actually stated Frieza got infinitely
Frieza's
more
about to
powerful
cause some major problems, man.
time as well, so maybe it's not actually that crazy.
Well, they just
So
said,
if you
yeah,
think
we'll
that
bring him
applies
back to
Black
life.
Frieza, this Frieza is some kind of multiversal god entity.
Yeah,
That probably
definitely.
is going to be fighting Zeno pretty soon.
Yo.
But I
Well,
doubt
yeah.
that, and I don't think that's the implication. The addition way of Frieza becoming a golden Frieza stronger every 4 months, this method also doesn't work. As we went over earlier, Frieza got over 10 times stronger from image training in the afterlife, and this image training was arguably less than a year long in the actual manga and anime's timeline. And with the addition theory, Frieza would only at most get 3 times stronger, yet he got over 10 times and beyond and even mastered his gold form. The final one is probably the most safe, and that is the narrative one. The narrative one is how strong do you think Frieza would have to be for him to confidently come out, beat up Goku and Vegeta, and let them walk free another day? How
So he's
strong
confident
Frieza
that they're not going to
actually
stack up
have
to him.
be to not even care if they survived and kept training, and how strong
He doesn't.
have to
He's
be
like,
to keep
yeah,
his
I've got it
insecure
sussed now. I'm all
personality
over them.
That carefree.
Yeah.
Frieza in his 10 years states he is training pretty much so that he won't lose to the Saiyans ever again. Not only that, but he is pretty keen to Goku's growth and even notes him as a self-improvement type.
So he's seeing him as like how I want to scale up now.
Super begins, even before he meets him in Super, and actually accurately gauged how long it'd take for him to be stronger than him given the time frame. Despite Goku getting crazy god power-ups nobody reading this series ever would have imagined. Frieza called it pretty accurately. Here, he does it again, more than likely. Stronger than any Saiyan, by the way, means he is accounting for
Broly as well.
Gohan,
Oh yeah.
Teflon,
Whoa, oh,
Goku,
yeah.
potentially even
Interesting, isn't it? Because Gohan
If being
Beast is meant to be
stronger than
after
Broly
this
is a given,
arc.
even Goku and Vegeta are the strongest and second strongest in the universe before any wishes are made in the Granola arc and all the promotional material for that arc. And question who could be stronger than them to Whis and Beerus despite Broly obviously existing and being mentioned before. Broly isn't really the interesting part of this equation. Kefla is somewhat interesting, giving her insane potential that Frieza would have definitely analyzed.
Yeah, would have seen it
Not a
being
huge
there.
factor. And Goku and Vegeta, even with their Ultra Instinct forms that Frieza predicted they'd master eventually, gets one-shotted. Gohan is a bit
So
more
sick.
interesting, as if Frieza can read Gohan like he can all the other Saiyans as accurately as he does, he may have actually prepared himself for an eventuality like Beast Gohan as well.
Oh, mate,
But that is
what?
far more up in the air. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Frieza noted Gohan's potential, however, and as a child, when he was seeing all his explosive potential numerous times, and during the top,
Well, yeah,
he
he's
as well.
experienced
However,
it.
the most interesting one is obviously Gogeta and Frieza training to fight a Goku and Vegeta fusion rather than them individually, which is why he went so overkill.
Yeah,
on his
maybe over the top. So I could say, I
Frieza,
need to
of course,
fight
wants to be
that.
the strongest in the universe, and while he sees Goku and Vegeta as probably fun rivals to fight with, which was even implied during Namek, let alone by the end of Super, where he is just wishing to be taller and stuff. But for him to spare them in that moment is either a huge character change, or B, extreme confidence. If he wants to be the strongest in the universe, he has to know that Goku and Vegeta's trump card is, in fact, Gogeta.
The fusion,
and
yeah.
that fusion he watched and experienced firsthand. Not only
So he
this,
knows
but
what
gauge that
to
Goku and Vegeta
expect.
would probably master their instinct powers by this point. At least Goku being able to use the white form. Meaning this dude Frieza may have been training for a potential Ultra Instinct Gogeta. Yeah, let that kind of sink in. Considering what he did in 4 months of real training and less than a year of sitting a cocoon, just thinking 10 years straight does seem like overkill just to beat Goku and Vegeta, doesn't it? Especially for someone as impatient, egotistical as
he
Frieza,
doesn't
dedicating
like
himself
doing it.
that long of time. Even if Frieza was preparing for a blue Gogeta, which I'm gonna be honest, I really
Maybe he's not
think
even aiming for them.
would be
Maybe he is
instinct,
aiming for
but
Beerus
still,
and Whis
Blue
now. He's
Gogeta
like,
is
I've got
considered
this.
the
I am potentially going to be the be-all, end-all.
Vegeta is probably stronger, or slightly stronger than Gogeta Blue. Vegeta Blue in the manga is as strong as Beerus even during the Goku Black arc, let alone a post-Tournament of Power Gogeta Blue, or post-Moro Ultra Instinct Gogeta. If this is the case, Frieza may have not only been training to face Gogeta, but perhaps as well, even Beerus, who actually directed...
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's aiming for that.
If he trains and becomes
He's
so
testing
strong, he tries to
himself
kill
against Goku and Vegeta.
All in all, I personally think Frieza is going to be a next-level fusion.
Yes, he is.
In my personal opinion, at the minimum, and I think everything really points to it. It'd be really disappointing That was that. But hey, maybe I'm being too hopeful. As a last point, some people try saying Frieza actually spared Goku and Vegeta because he couldn't win a fight against them at that moment. I'm not joking.
What?
But not only did Frieza one-shot a guy already both of them, who actually went berserker amped on top of being stronger than them before that amp, but he then one-shot Goku and Vegeta out of their forms.
Yeah, he just totally took them out of the transformations, man.
To the point that they were on the ground and couldn't even move. All Frieza would have to do is just sort of death beat them.
Yeah, just like dead, done.
Blink at them, and then they would just die. And even if Granola tried to step in, he would just get one shot as well. So I don't really know what this argument is. But even then, I would say Frieza, rather than thinking he'd lose, simply spared them because he sees them as entertainment.
Yeah, like he's what he's gonna use to like test his
show his new power was really a different level. Or
test his level.
At the absolute bare minimum, you think he was scared of something, it would be because he was scared of the threat of Beerus trying to get maybe revenge or eradicating him if he took out Goku and Vegeta. Other than that, that's how strong we can hypothesize Black Frieza is at the moment. I tried to go over every little detail, but what do you guys think? Remember, it is Frieza we're talking about, and 10 years of training on top of that, but otherwise, until next time.
Cool. Yeah, he's freaking insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, to punch them out of those transformations is something else. It's absolutely insane. And yeah, I think he's just like, you know what? If I want to be the be-all end-all, I need to put the work in. And he's putting the work in, and he's pretty much on the way. Absolutely sick. Anyway, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, a link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month was all else helps support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys very much for that, and thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. Let me know if I should watch discuss future videos. I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time.